Hey guys, Shredders, it is Sunday, so happy Sunday. God, it's day 7 of the Shred10. I think this, I realize every single time during these shreds, and I've been doing them for a while now, that these 10 days just go by so fast. So we're already on day 7. It's Sunday. Hopefully you guys are feeling good. You're past the detox, and I know detox can't be fun. I'm loving all the questions and comments and all the stories that everybody's sharing. And hopefully today you guys are maybe doing some food prep for the week. So I know for me, when I first started shredding, that was, or even before shredding, being able to stay on track with eating clean, food prep and planning ahead, that is just key. So if you guys are food prepping today, make sure you sharing your pictures and all that fun stuff. So I'm actually at the gym right now. I'm in one of the offices at the gym right now. My husband's downstairs getting ready to do a workout, so he's just warming up, and I figured I would come up here and share my product story with you guys. So my health journey started, I would say, probably about 8 years ago at this point. It has felt like forever. I suffered from chronic neck pain for about 2 years. So I basically was in pain for 2 years straight. It was a horrible time in my life. I saw different doctors, specialists. I had MRIs done. I had all sorts of tests done. Nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. Everybody said, there's nothing wrong with you. You're stressed, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm stressed because I have neck pain. But it wasn't until I started doing my own research, and I actually saw a naturopath and a chiropractor that introduced me to food elimination and inflammatory foods. So my journey started with food years ago. So when I was introduced to Juice Plus and the Shred, I had actually been eating clean already for a while. So 8 years ago, when I was introduced to eating clean and eliminating inflammatory foods, I started taking all of these foods out of my diet, and my neck pain disappeared. It was like a miracle to me. And basically, I've been eating clean ever since. So it wasn't an easy journey. I took all the foods out. My pain went away. I lived in denial for a long time because I love food, and I loved pasta and bread and ice cream and sugar. I was definitely a sugaraholic, and it was hard. It was really hard to take out all these foods. But, after about a year and a half of living in denial and continuing to have this neck pain, I said, all right, this is it. Like, this is my new life. I saw the value of how powerful foods can be to our health. So when I was introduced to Juice Plus, I actually wasn't really looking for anything at the time. My friend Becky, who's on this page, was posting about the product, and I kind of got a little bit interested. And although I was eating clean at the time, I used to be very strict paleo, which I'm not anymore, but I thought I was already eating healthy. And when she introduced me to the product, I realized, wow, I actually don't really eat as much fruits and vegetables as I should be. And so maybe this is something that can make sense for me, because you can eat paleo or you can eat certain ways, but it doesn't mean that you're actually eating all the foods you should be eating. I can eat a piece of steak and a jar of almond butter. Seriously, not that I would, but you can eat that and be eating paleo, but you're still not getting in all of the fruits and vegetables and the plants. And what I've realized in taking this product is the power of the plants. So I was introduced to the product along the same time as the Shred, which I know a lot of you have too. You've started the Shred, you've started the product when you've started the Shred. So I did the same thing. My husband did it, I did it. We got our kids on board with the Children's Health Study because I figured, my kids are kids. They're picky eaters. They basically eat cucumbers, peppers, tomatoes, and maybe a random green bean here and there, and that's basically it. They eat the same things every single day. And so I figured, why not? I'll get them on the product too. So our first time with the Shred, I was already eating the way Shred eating is, so that part was simple for me. So for me, it was really adding in the capsules every day and doing the shakes. First thing I noticed during that Shred was my energy. My energy was through the roof. And so the number one thing I noticed, hey Mike, how are you? The number one thing I noticed when I first Shred was getting up in the morning. I was getting up in the morning with no alarm, And I was like, okay, I'm up, I'm ready to go. And that was like a miracle to me, because I'm one of those people that constantly hits the snooze button. My alarm goes off, I hit snooze. It goes off again, I hit snooze again. I purposely put my alarm on early so I can hit snooze like 5 times before I get up. It was crazy. And that just wasn't happening anymore. I was waking up before my alarm and I was having a ton of energy. So that was the first thing I noticed with the shred. The other thing I noticed during my first shred, and again, I was already eating clean, so really the only change for me was doing the products, was not feeling bloated in the morning. Started to see my abs a little bit more, and that was like a great thing for me. Good morning, Brandy. How are you? So those are the first 2 things that I noticed with the product. And just in that, I saw how much I was not eating fruits and vegetables. Like, just even during the shred, I was like, wow, like, I thought I was eating healthy, and yes, I was eating foods that were not inflammatory to my body and were not causing me neck pain, but I wasn't eating all the foods that I should be. So, that was has been kind of like a second part of my journey, was adding in these products, and also just being mindful that I wasn't really eating as much fruits and vegetables as I should be. So since then, not only have I been taking the product consistently for, almost 2 years now, but I've also started to crave more fruits and vegetables. So I'm eating more. I'm finding myself making Brussels sprouts in the middle of the afternoon for a snack, which is something I would absolutely never do before. So my family now has been on the products, like I just said, for almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years, I believe, in May, that we've been on the product, and we've noticed some amazing changes. For me personally, it's definitely been the energy thing, and, with energy and feeling good comes, happiness comes along with it. I've just been a much happier person, which I don't know if that's weird for me to say, if you can believe it, but I actually have been a happier person since I've been on the product. Some really big things, my immune system has never been better. I am somebody who had sinus infections growing up all the time. Through college, I had crazy chronic sinus infections, antibiotics all the time. I, along with anybody in my family, nobody has been on antibiotics since we started this product. So it has been unbelievable for our immune systems. I have gotten a little cold here and there. I call it my Juice Plus cold. It's really nothing. It's one of those things where I'm like, I think I'm coming down with something, I'm fighting something, but it never amounted to anything crazy. So we haven't had the flu crazy this year. Everybody's been dropping like flies. We haven't had stomach bugs, knock on wood. Nobody's been on antibiotics in my family since we started the product. So that's been an awesome thing. The other thing for me is my cholesterol. My cholesterol dropped 40 points, which, I'm a healthy person. I exercise, I eat well, I do all this stuff. I still had really high cholesterol. And my cholesterol went down 40 points, which, I had been on the product, I think, for 9 months when I got my blood work done. And that's when I had realized that my cholesterol went down. And then another big thing for me is, this is just recently, and again, I've been on the product now for almost 2 years. I just got off my high blood pressure medication a month ago, which is like huge for me. And for me to be on I didn't want to be on high blood pressure medication. It scared me to take something like that every single day. And I've been off of it now I was on it for 8 years when I started my neck pain issue 8 years ago. And I am now off of it. So I'm super excited about that. So the power of good nutrition, the power of just fueling your body with a variety and that rainbow of fruits and vegetables daily has been just great for me. For my husband, hey Brandon, how are you? I'm in Brandon's office. So those are the changes that I've noticed for me. For my husband, he has suffered from IBS issues. I don't know if he'd like that I'm talking about this right now, but he has suffered from IBS issues for years. Yes, this is one wonderful looking office. I'm in Brandon's office right now. So he has suffered from IBS issues for years. We were on vacation once and he was so deathly ill from it. I seriously thought like it was one of the scariest things possible. For me to see for him, and he's always had issues with that. And since being on Juice Plus, he has not had any IBS issues at all. His immune system too has been amazing, and just overall energy wise for him has been great too, but the IBS issue for him has been huge. And then my kids too, they've been on it now for almost 2 years. My son, who is now 13, he suffered from constipation. He probably wouldn't like me talking about this either, but he suffered from constipation his entire life. So it's been a huge struggle for him, to the point where, we have crazy stories from when he was little, and he used to like stand on his head because he didn't want to go to the bathroom, and it was just crazy. So it took about 3 months for him to become regular, but he no longer has any of those issues anymore. And I remember when he first started it a couple years ago, he was like, oh, I'm always in the bathroom. Why am I always in the bathroom? And I'm like, this is what life is supposed to be like. You're actually supposed to poop every single day. Like, you're supposed to, right? No one likes to talk about it, but you're supposed to. And he wasn't. So he has always had some crazy stomach pains, stomach issues, food issues, which he still does. We realize that he can't overload on gluten. He can't overload on dairy. Actually, neither of my kids can. So we do mostly gluten-free and dairy-free for them. And it's been an amazing thing for their immune systems also. They have not been on any antibiotics since they started the product. And they haven't missed any school for being sick, which is great. They missed school because we've gone on a vacation or something like that, but they haven't missed school for being sick. My daughter is super busy. She goes from 6:30 in the morning with choir, and then school, and then drama and dance. Doesn't get home till almost 10 o'clock at night. She is go all the time, and her energy level has been just amazing. She got one really bad cold over Christmas this year, and for her that's huge, because she is one who just got sick constantly. So their energy, their immune systems have been absolutely fantastic, and it's fixed Kyle's belly, which is a huge thing for us. So the one thing I want to stress about the products is it's not a miracle pill. It is absolutely not a miracle pill. It's not an overnight fix to anything. Consistency is key. So we always like to stress to everybody, take it every day, make it part of your daily routine. My kids do not leave the house any morning without taking their Juice Plus. They actually ask for it. I do put it out for them every single morning. I take out the bottles, I lay everybody's piles out on the counter, and everybody takes it before they leave in the morning. So I know we're all getting in 30 different fruits and vegetables every day into our bodies before we even leave the house. And my daughter drinks the shakes for breakfast, I would say almost every single day. So she's getting in, all those added fruits and vegetables plus superfoods before she leaves for school. And she does notice that difference. But consistency is key. It's that compound effect. So, if you start taking Juice Plus in November, and then you're going through that winter and you get the flu and you're like, oh, Juice Plus doesn't work. It's that compound effect. You need to give it time. You need to give your body your cells in your body time to regenerate, and it does take time. For me, I'm all about prevention. Like, what could potentially be happening to me down the line? I have cancer that runs in my family. My father died of cancer when I was 12. I know all the potential things that could happen. I see, the disease happening in my family as they get older. And for me, I want to be the healthiest person I can be. I want to be around as long as I can be for my kids. I want my kids to grow up healthy and not have the issues that I have had, or that their grandparents have had, or anything like that. And again, it's not, it doesn't make us indestructible. It's not a miracle pill, but there's nothing better than putting all of these plants into your body every day and staying consistent with it. And so I do want to stress that compound effect. I am just getting off my high blood pressure medication now, and I've been on the product for almost 2 years. So it takes time. It takes time for your body to change. And so just keep that in mind when you're doing this, especially for you that are shredders and you're taking the product for the first time. After these 10 days, don't stop taking it. You want to keep taking it every single day. I always have people tell me, I went on vacation and then I kind of got off and I didn't take it. I take Juice Plus with me on vacation. I not only take Juice Plus with me on vacation, I double up on vacation, because I need to really increase my immune system. I sat in an airport for 6 hours, with a delay last weekend, and I doubled and tripled up that day because I was around all these germs and traveling and all this stuff, and it really, really does help with your immune system. So keep that in mind as you're ending the shred, that you want to just keep on it, keep taking it, and you never know what the product is going to do for you. It does different things for different people. Some people, their skin starts glowing and it's clearer. Some people have autoimmune disorders, and their autoimmune symptoms start to disappear. They lessen, or they completely disappear. So that power of all those phytonutrients and putting them into your body can be really huge. So I hope that helped you guys. Thank you for letting me come on here and share my story today. Happy day 7. You guys only have 3 plus today. More days to go. So stay strong. You're doing awesome. And I will talk to you guys later. So happy Sunday. Bye-bye.